Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dinner on a Dime. I am Misty and we are here with week 2 of November 2025 grocery hauls, okay? So I'm trying to break it down week by week for you for this month because for November in particular, I'm giving myself a $100 a week grocery budget. Now October I did $250 for the entire month. The reason I did that is because I've been out of work and wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to find something. And so I just kind of wanted to scale back, kind of draw back a little bit and not focus so heavily on buying things, just using what I have at home. But in November, things are looking up. So I'm going to give myself a $100 grocery budget each week for the month of October. So you've already seen week 1's video and you probably by now understand that I like to shop deals. And I like to stock up on things at their lowest price. That way I am not overpaying for them over time, okay? So you're not gonna see a normal grocery haul. You're not going to see the same things every time, but what you are going to see is what I stock up on for my family of 4 that we will utilize for quite some time, okay? So remember, I have fully stocked freezer, fully stocked pantry, fully stocked refrigerator. So what I am buying is just stock up deals. That is what I focus on. And so that's what you're gonna see in my grocery hauls, okay? So I know it's a different way of thinking. Remember in one of my videos, I said you have to pick your mentality and focus on that. And so my mentality is finding things at their lowest price, getting them then so that I save money on them down the road, okay? So what do we have? This is the first part of this haul. There will be more. I'm not recording it all today because I'm just recording throughout the week, okay? This is my Walmart grocery haul. I did this one just through pickup because I didn't want to go into the store. I didn't want to risk spending any extra money. And so this is what we got. I got 2 cans of the French onion with beef stock soup. These were not as low as the cream soups, but I only got 2 cans of this. I think it was 98 cents a can because I've seen some recipes recently that call for this. This is not something that I normally have on hand. I usually have onion mix and beefy onion soup mix, but I don't normally have French onion soup on hand. So I did get 2 of these just to play around with in my kitchen. The reason I did that is because you have to have a minimum order of $35 or more on Walmart in order to get free pickup. And so I needed to top up my order. So I went ahead and bought the soup that I've seen in recipes. All right, we are going into soup, stews, casseroles, winter cooking here in Texas, okay? It's still hot today. Hopefully the cold fronts come in tonight and tomorrow. So we should be seeing cooler weather very, very soon. So I had ordered 6 boxes of this. This is the onion recipe that you use for soup or dip. There's 2 envelopes in each one. It was 98 cents per box. They only had 3 in stock, so that's what I got, and that's fine. These are great because you can use them in soups, you can use them in stews, you can use them in lots of crock pot recipes, lots of casserole recipes. My favorite thing with this is no peak beef tips. Cannot wait to have some of those this fall and winter, right? So anyways, 3 boxes of those, that will stock me up for quite a while. If I find 3 more boxes at that price at my Walmart, I may go ahead and buy them. I focused on rollback items for this week, okay? Things that were cheaper than my other grocery stores and that were on rollback to stock up on. So this time of year, November, is when I always try to stock up on my canned goods. And that's because you find them at their cheapest prices around Thanksgiving. For some reason, that is when I always find the best prices on canned goods. So what I did is I stocked up on 12 of each of these, okay? So I've got 12 cans of the whole kernel corn. So these are 50 cents a piece, okay? So 12 cans is $6 worth of corn. Same thing with green beans, just cut green beans, 50 cents a can. I did get 12, $6 there. Now, these are a little more expensive. I think it was like $7.80 for a flat of 12, but stocked up on my cream of chicken soup and my cream of mushroom soup because these are the ones that are going to get used the most in my house throughout the season, okay? The cream of mushroom is good for over 2 years. That's just the best buy date. I'm not talking about how long you could extend it. Same thing on the cream of chicken. The green beans are good for almost 4 years. The corn, 4 years. So, and that's just the date that's on the can. I can take it longer than that. The French onion soup mix is good until 2027. It'll be gone way before then. Like I said, I just want to play with a couple of recipes with that down the road. And these soup mixes are good until 2027. But again, they are dry packets. They will extend way past that. Should I not use them by then? But I don't see any reason why I wouldn't use them by September of 2027. That's quite a ways away. Okay, so that is my stock up haul. Now, I don't do a lot of Walmart shopping, believe it or not. Last week you saw some clearance goodies from there, but that was just because I happened to be in the store. I don't do a lot of Walmart shopping because I typically can find prices cheaper. These are the things I could not find cheaper prices on. And the other reason I bought things here is because I use Fetch Rewards. And Fetch Rewards is super easy because all you have to do is scan your receipts. That is all you have to do. You scan your receipts, you earn points. Sometimes there's bonuses based off of what you buy. Sometimes it's just simply a receipt scan, but you earn points for every receipt you scan. Once you get to certain levels, you can trade it in for a gift card. And so I had enough points to trade in for a gift card, and I purposely chose to do Walmart for these items. So I got a $25 gift card from Fetch. And so all of these items that you're seeing only cost me, hold on, of course I wrote it down, but I left it over here, $8.63 out of pocket. That is it. That's all this cost me. Okay, great, great, great stock up haul for $8.63. So if you do not have Fetch Rewards, there's a million different apps out there, guys, to earn money back, cash back, points for gift cards, all that sort of things. If you don't have Fetch, I will leave my link in the description. You get an extra bonus for signing up and purchasing something and scanning your receipt for the first time. I think I get bonus points. I don't know. I'm not a spokesperson for Fetch. I'm just showing you this is what I chose to do with my Fetch points. And so if you're not utilizing Fetch, especially in 2025, I would start, okay? And I would start scanning and I would start getting points. I will tell you this, it took me, I think, 28,000 points to trade in for my $25 gift card to Walmart. I am already almost up to 10,000 points again. This Walmart gift card is probably like the 7th gift card that I've collected with Fetch. I've done things like taking my husband to Buffalo Wild Wings, taking us to Olive Garden, taking us to Saltgrass. I've done all sorts of things with it. I bought my parents a gift card to Texas Roadhouse with it. And so there's lots of cool stuff on there. There's Target, there's grocery stores like Albertsons, Randall's, Tom Thumb, there's Amazon. So there's all sorts of stuff you can use those points for. And all you have to do is scan your receipts. Okay, it's that simple. So I'll make sure to leave you my link in the description box of this video. But there you go. $8.63. So that is a great stock up haul for me. And I will be back when I buy some more groceries, probably later this week for week 2. And I'll show you those then. Bye. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm here with the next, or I shouldn't say next, I should say rest of our grocery haul for this week. It is going to be broke into 4 more segments by store. So stay tuned till the very end so you can see how much money we spent this week. As a reminder, I like to spend $100 a week on groceries for my family of 4, and I shop very strangely, eclectically. I am more shopping with a mindset of stocking up on things when they're at their lowest price in my area so that I don't have to pay more for them later. And so my grocery hauls will look very different than other people's grocery hauls, but at the end of the day, it is what works best for my family. So this haul that's on the counter right now came from Tom Thumb. I'm gonna go over the prices for everything. I've got my receipt just in case I forget anything. And then we'll kind of go over why I did this particular haul here because it's a little strange, but there will actually be a separate video on it as well, but I'll touch on it in both videos. So if you miss one or the other, you still have a chance to pick up the information, okay? There are a couple of things that are not included in the grocery haul. I will show you those as well. Okay, so what did we get at the store? We got 1 package of Idaho mashed potatoes. These are part of the Ibotta free Thanksgiving. So Ibotta's free Thanksgiving, there are a few items you can go to the store and buy. You check the deals in your Ibotta app, you scan your receipt, and you automatically get the money back for it. If you buy the Thanksgiving deals together, you will hit the threshold that you can then have that money immediately refunded back to you, either to your bank account or to a gift card, however you choose to do it, okay? If you don't have Ibotta already, I will leave my link in the description to this video. I don't know how much referral bonus I get. I don't really care about the referral bonus. I care about how we can get families fed, right? And I know right now Thanksgiving's coming up. A lot of people don't have the money to go buy a Thanksgiving meal. This will help get you started, okay? Then you can do things like adding in the 50-cent green beans and corn, and the next thing you know, you're gonna have a really good built-out Thanksgiving meal, okay? So Idaho mashed potatoes, these were $1. 1 packet of brown gravy mix. Sorry, I should have kind of reviewed this receipt in advance, I guess. This was also 99 cents at my store. So this is the McCormick brown gravy mix. Jiffy corn muffin mix. This one was 69 cents at my store. You've got the butterball. Now this is not a full turkey. This is the turkey breast roast, but they had several different flavors you could choose from. I chose the Cajun style. It was $13.99. And then you have an Edwards pie, okay? I chose the chocolate one. At my store, it was $8.99. This is a little bit more than you're gonna get back in the Ibotta app, so watch your prices, what store you're shopping at. Walmart's probably gonna be your best deal there, but the rest of my items actually came in a little bit under, except for the turkey's like 10 cents over, but all of these items came in well under, so it'll help offset the cost of the pie. But I chose this chocolate one. I'm just gonna leave it down for dinner tonight, so that'll be a nice treat. So these items right here, while I paid for all of these items up front, all of this money is coming right back to me, okay? So even if you don't need a Thanksgiving meal, let's say that you've got the funds available, you don't need a Thanksgiving meal, go buy these items and donate them. Donate them to your local food bank, put them on a local like neighborhood page or a page in your city and offer them to someone who is struggling to come up with a Thanksgiving meal, okay? This is a great way to help people and it will cost you nothing in the long run. Okay, the next thing I picked up is this Knorr vegetable base. They had vegetable, beef, or chicken. I chose the vegetable just because I already have chicken and beef broth, so I figured why not get the vegetable one. This was $6.99, okay? That's pretty pricey, not something I would normally buy. However, I have a whole bunch of fetch rewards that once I buy this, it's gonna make this totally free plus a money maker and points for me. And so all of that can go towards the next gift card that I choose on fetch rewards. So that purchase is also gonna kind of come back to me, okay? All of this is coming back to me. Okay, so let's talk about what I bought that's not coming back to me. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I said it, but it's $6.99. Pretty pricey. This is not something I would be buying had I not had the deal for it. Okay, Prego sauce was buy two, get two free. It was also on sale. So each one of these cost me about $1.25, which is about the cheapest I can get Prego in my area anyways. And so I did go ahead and stock up. I got 4 total. So I got the flavored with meat, I got roasted garlic and herb, and I got Italian sausage and garlic. This is just another roasted garlic and herb. So I love having pasta sauce on hand, not only for spaghetti, but I use it for other things. You can use it as a pizza sauce. I use it in my lasagna. I use it in my meatball subs. So it's nice to have jarred sauce on hand for those things. Don't sleep on your Tom Thumb points. So if you use, like, I use my Kroger points for fuel, so I often forget that I have Tom Thumb points, and I'm glad it reminds me that I do before they expire, because even as low as 100 points, you can qualify for free items in the store. And so I checked and I had 100 points, and so I was able to get a 1-pound package of the baby carrots completely free at Tom Thumb today, so that was great. Honey Crisp apples are on sale for 99, or not 99 cents a pound. Hold on, I'm lying. Sorry, I'm trying to find them on the thing. I think they were 97 cents a pound. Anyways, so I got 1.19 pounds of apples So Honeycrisp apples. I did not buy a whole ton of these because my family would not eat a whole ton of apples before they go bad, and 2 will be sufficient. I'll send them in accents lunches this week. Rotel, like I said, guys, it's soup, stews, casserole season, cheese dip for football days, all of that kind of thing. In my house, $1 a can is about as cheap as I can find name brand Rotel. You do not have to buy name brand Rotel. I have some off brand as well. I will use it more in like casseroles and soups and things. The name brand Rotel we like best in our cheese dip. And so I did stock up on 5 because as long as you bought 5 cans, they were $1 a piece. That is about as cheap as I can get it in my area, okay? So yes, I do understand you don't have to have name brand Rotel, and that's kind of a luxury item in our house, but for football games, this is where it's at. Okay, 2 things that are not included in our grocery part of our haul. The first is I always check my clearance area because you'll find things like this where the box is squished, but the item is perfectly fine. This is 240 of the Design for Sensitive Skin dryer sheets. So all it was is the box is crushed a little bit. So instead of paying $6.99 for these, sorry, I'm trying to find on the list, $3.49. So that is a good deal on those. That will go in my laundry area. And then for my husband, because again, on Fetch Rewards, I have a rebate offer where it's pretty much gonna get these close to free. I got him 4 boxes of Mike and Ike's Theater Box candy. We will put those up for entertainment nights in our house. We like to do movie nights with our kids where we just pull out Theater Box candy for everybody, and everybody can have a soda, and we sit on the couch and we watch a movie together. So that's kind of one of our fun entertainment things. Okay, so I will have to give you the total spent here at the end of the video because I'm going to have to subtract the cost. I'm not going to subtract the cost of this one because it's coming back to me in points, not a gift card, but I'm going to subtract the cost of these items, however much money I get back from Ibotta. I'm going to subtract the cost of these items, and then that will be our total at the end of the video. So I will go over prices from each store at the end as well as our total for the week. So I'm gonna put these things up and get the next grocery store ready to go. All right, guys, I lied. It's gonna be broken into 3 segments. 3, this one and one more, because this is all I had from HEB. So we'll go over that. And then this is what I have from Brookshire's, okay? There's one item missing from Brookshire's. We'll talk about that when we get there. All right, chicken breasts are on sale. The boneless, skinless, split chicken breasts are on sale at HEB for $1.99 a pound this week. Okay, don't sleep on that deal. That's a good deal. This one was 2.91 pounds, so $5.79 total. And then this one was 3.03 pounds for $6.03 total. So that is a really good deal. Okay, so I'm just gonna prep these up. I'm gonna stick them in the freezer. I'm not gonna marinate them. I'm not gonna do anything with them because I've got enough marinated stuff already in the freezer. These, I want to kind of have that flexibility of pulling them out and turning them into anything, okay? And I can't do that with all of the marinated meat. The other thing I got is for dinner tonight. My parents are coming over. I don't typically splurge on like pre-marinated stuff. You guys know that. But they're coming over. We are going to like a Christmas market today. We are gonna watch football and stuff. And so I didn't want to spend a ton of time in the kitchen today because I do tend to do that. I'll pull away, they'll watch football. I'll be in the kitchen cooking. And so I decided, let's go simple if we can find something on markdown. And I did. So I got these smoky barbecue chicken thighs from HEB. HEB makes really good marinated meats. I am not gonna lie. It's not like the ones I find at other stores, but they're more pricey. And so I found 2 today with 25% off stickers on them. That's the only reason I bought these. So this package was normally $5.57. There's 4 in each one. And so it marked it down by 25%. This one was $6.11. Again, it marked it down by 25%. Not a good deal, okay? So if you are cooking on a budget, which I normally am, these are the type of things, save this for more like your special occasions. This is okay to buy, freeze it and pull it out like when you're doing a special meal, like an anniversary meal or a birthday meal or something like that. Don't make this your average go-to day-to-day meal. But again, my parents are coming over. I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but I want to put out good food. We will probably make mashed potatoes and a side to go with these. And then that pie that I showed you, it's gonna be amazing. But that's what we're doing for dinner tonight. And again, not something that I normally do, but just something I decided to do for today. Special, okay, special. And we're kind of celebrating, right? Because I have some job offers and I'm picking from a job offer tomorrow. So very excited to be getting back to work. So this is kind of like, this is special to me. This is my celebration meal with my family of like, hey, I've made it to the other side of this journey and I'm super excited about it. All right. So that's all I got from HEB. Again, totals at the end. My receipts are already, they're like over there somewhere. All right. So let's go to Brookshire's. Brookshire's had 5-pound bags of gold potatoes and red potatoes for $2.99. That is amazing. That is way less than 99 cents a pound. Obviously, you're getting 5 pounds for $2.99. That's a great deal. Potatoes are so versatile. You see, we make a lot of roasted potatoes in our house. My family loves that. They cannot get enough of those. They are so good. They'll last. I mean, they're gonna last a good hot while, and so that will be great because we can use either one of these for roasted potatoes. I also have stuff to make like a sausage and shrimp boil. So some of the red potatoes may very well end up down the road in a sausage and shrimp boil. Okay, we're gonna go over this item last. I got 3 things of pork sausage. Don't sleep on the Brookshire's pork sausage, okay? It is really, really good. You cannot tell the difference in this and like Owens or Whataburger sausage or anything else. These were on sale, I believe $1.99. Hold on, I don't want to lie to you guys. Let me find it. Yeah, $1.99 per thing of sausage. I'm throwing my receipts around. So it was a limit of 5. I only stocked up on 3 just because I'm a little short on freezer space right now and I didn't want to push it too far. So amazing deal there. Ranch style beans are over $1 at every store in my area, but they had them on sale as part of their 10 for 10. You have to buy 10 items. You can mix and match, but you have to get to 10. Well, I was gonna buy 10 cans of ranch style beans because we love these, but they only had 7, or they had 8 in stock, but one of them was really dented up. So I got 7 of them, and then I bought 3 of the Green Giant, the boxed veggies that are in the frozen section were on sale as part of this as well, which are also well over $1 in my area. So I got 3 of the corn in butter sauce because for $1, that's a good side for my family. It's already got the butter and everything in it. I don't need to add anything to it. So there's no additional cost on that side. So that is everything that I got for Brookshire's except for this. Okay, let me remember the price on this. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't want you to think I'm not a fun mom who buys junk occasionally for my kids or my husband. Obviously, I just showed you Mike and Ike's for my husband. We are getting into Christmas season and there is no bigger or better treat in my house than the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. We love these. Now, we used to go between these and the gingerbread, but now they do gingerbread year round. So these are pricey. They are, I don't even think they're putting the prices on the boxes anymore like they used to. Like $3.99 a box in my area. Brookshire's had only the Christmas ones on sale this weekend for $1.97 a box, limit of 5. And yes, I stocked up on 5 of the Christmas tree cakes because this is definitely the favorite in my house, to the point that people will go spend their own money on them and hide them in their own room so that they can continue to have these well after Christmas. So anyways, I am a fun mom sometimes. There's Santa. And I bought 5 of the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. So these will go in Axton's lunches. They'll go in Daddy's lunches. Amber will eat some of them, and they'll be gone well before Christmas. Well before Christmas. All right, so I am going to move what I can back there, put up the cold stuff. I will be back. We have one more haul from Kroger to go over. Then we'll go over prices and how close did I come to my $100 budget? Because so far we've had a pretty good Walmart haul. We've had Brookshire's, we've had HEB, we've had Tom Thumb, and we're fixing to have Kroger. It's 5 stores. That's a lot of food. So stay tuned and let's see how we did. Okay, so I'm set up with my Kroger haul now, and then I will get the totals figured out for you guys and come back and report out on what we spent for this week. All right, this is everything that I got from Kroger. It doesn't look like that much. It felt like more when it was bags on the floor, and now that I've laid it out, I'm like, it doesn't even look like that much stuff. Do any of you feel that way? You get home and you look at it and you're like, man, that doesn't even feel like I got anything. All right, so I did stock up on eggs. They were on sale this week. It was a limit of 5. I only got 2. They were $1.99 for 18 count eggs. I am the world's worst about stocking up on a huge number of eggs, and we just don't use that many eggs. And so I thought with baking season coming up, you know, Thanksgiving, early Christmas time, 2 things of eggs would be fine. But if I had bought, I could have convinced myself to buy 5, but I wouldn't have used them, and that would have been wasteful. So remember when you're doing deals like this, because this is a really good deal, to think about how many you're actually going to be able to use by the time that these eggs are going to go bad, okay? Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Be mindful on that, because I'm terrible at thinking I'll do more than I will with it. Okay, broth. So Thanksgiving time is a good time to find broth. You used to find the cans like 4 for $1. They are $1 a can right now at almost every one of my stores for name brand broth, right? But the Kroger brand is just as good, okay? And so they have the vegetable, the chicken, or the beef in the cartons, okay? Not the individual can, but the big size cartons for 99 cents with no limit this weekend. So I already had the vegetable base that I, got at Tom Thumb. So I got 5 of the beef broth and 5 of the chicken broth. These are great going into soups and stew season. I keep harping on that, right? Soup and stew season, but it's just that time of year. That's what we're doing right now. And so that's why we're getting these ingredients, okay? And you can use them in other things too. There's nothing that says you can't use this in other recipes, obviously. So 5 beef, 5 chicken, 99 cents a piece. I did buy 5 more. Uh-oh, that one's not the right one. Oh well. I meant to get 5 of the Chef Boyardee mini ABCs and 1, 2, 3s with meatballs. I love this stuff. And so when I want a quick hot lunch at home, I will throw one of these into the microwave. I accidentally got one of the spaghetti rings with meatballs. That'll be fine too. These are 10 for 10. You do not have to buy 10 in order to get them for $1 a can. So I just bought 5. I don't need 10 of them for myself. Okay, I'm just buying to replenish what I've used of them so far this season. Okay, don't sleep on checking your Kroger coupon section. Just go in and type in free, because they almost always will drop at least once a month a best customer bonus in your account. Mine is usually for a free box of Pop-Tarts. Okay, it's almost every single month I get 1 free box of Pop-Tarts, but that's great because it's free and it's 1 box of Pop-Tarts. My son eats Pop-Tarts for breakfast. But this time it was 1 free pound of the 80/20 ground beef. And so I didn't have to pay anything for that. Let's see, normally $6.49 and I paid 0 for it. So thank you to Kroger for the best customer bonuses that you drop in our accounts, because that was a pretty decent one. And then I don't want you to ever feel like, I know I harp on it, don't impulse buy. Well, guess what? I impulse buy too. And so I checked out my clearance section. They had 2 of these Kinder's hot sauces. They're creamy Louisiana style. These are good. I don't remember until when. Hold on, let me find it. Until 2027, I believe it says. Oh, no, sorry. August of 2026. Okay, so I got lots of time. This one's kind of rubbed off. That's why I was looking at the other one. But these are normally $3.49. They were on clearance for $1.49. The reason I went ahead and picked these up is because I had a guest services thing for $4 on my account, because they had overcharged me from a coupon deal in the past. And so I was like, hey, I've got that $4 off. I'll grab these. We love the Kinder's products. The Kinder's Gold barbecue sauce is our favorite. It is so good. So I thought, why not? We'll get these. I'm not really paying much for them. Actually, I'm not paying anything for them because I have the guest relations thing back, right? So, okay, that's everything I got at Kroger. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to put away the cold stuff here. I'm going to figure out my receipts, figure out where we stand for the week for groceries. I will come back and give you the totals. Okay. All right, guys, so I have added up my totals for the week. Let's talk that. Let's talk one mistake I made. So no one's perfect, and I am no exception to that rule, and I did make a mistake. So I'm going to share it with you because I don't want you to make the same mistake, okay? So Walmart was $8.63. You saw that was the very first segment of the video. Then from today, we had Kroger was $17.86. Brookshire's was $31.80. HEB was $20.58. I did include the meat from both, like what's going to be stock up for my family plus the celebration dinner with my mom and dad tonight. The celebration meal doesn't technically have to go in our budget because we have like a celebration / entertaining budget for stuff like that, but I just kept it all in one. And so that's what I did. Tom Thumb was $32.43. Now, that is a total of $111.30. So let's talk about the mistake I made, because I am over budget, right? I'm over my $100. Now, I was under my $100 last week, okay? So I can roll that over. Last week, I was only at $84.07, right? So I'm balancing out for the month, which is fine. But here's the mistake I made, because I don't want you to make it, okay? On the free Thanksgiving dinner on Ibotta, I was not paying attention to the fact that the pie offer was only good at Walmart. And I shopped for mine at Tom Thumb because everything else I could get at Tom Thumb. And I had kind of scrolled the app and saw, oh, look, it's all these multiple stores, because I based it off the first couple of items. I didn't look through each individual offer. So that's okay. That pie, again, to the celebration dinner, I could take it off my budget if I wanted to. I'm just gonna leave it. I've already got it on the list, okay? But if you removed the chicken for the meal tonight, the pie for the meal tonight, I would be under budget, but it's okay. $111.30, I'm good with that. I am fine. I made a mistake, okay? We're human, we make mistakes. But the nice thing is I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm going to buy another pie, and I'll get my $5.67 back on it, or whatever the total amount was on it, okay? So that is where we're at on week 2. So if we didn't have the pie, it would be $104.31. I didn't even figure out what it would be without the chicken for tonight. It would probably be closer to like $90. But again, I just included it all in here. I'm not a mather, and so it's easy for me just to kind of be like, okay, we'll just put it on there. It's fine. So yeah, that is week 2 of November 2025. So again, remember to get your free turkey roast, the Jiffy corn muffin mix, the potatoes, the gravy, the pie. Make sure you're checking the offers. Make sure where the offers are good at on your app, because it may be different than mine. Also, it may be different than mine because it may be that you have to refer someone in order to unlock the turkey. I have heard about that. Mine was not that way. Some of my friends was not that way. But if you go to the app and you don't have the turkey, don't panic. Just call your mom, call your sister, call anyone you know who's buying groceries, and share the deal with them. Give them your link. That way, because once you sign up with my link, you will have your own link in your account. You can share that link with them, and then that will unlock your turkey offer as well, okay? And so I just hope that will help some people to feel a little more comfortable going into this Thanksgiving season, that they can at least provide some sense of normalcy for their family, okay? So make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. You'll get notified I'm going too fast. Anytime new content is posted. And I will see you guys next week for week 3 of November's grocery hauls. See you then. Bye.